Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode on the Forever Bedrock SMP, and welcome to the Nether Fortress. So, guys, in between episodes, I went ahead and I got done with all the little tasks that I had to do, or at least the majority of them. We did decide that actually we are not going to do the iron farm just yet because of the entity despawning bug that is currently on Bedrock. But I've been working on the Nether Fortress, and of course, we need to restock beacons. Now, I do have 5 Wither Skulls in my inventory, as you guys can see down there, and I have another 5 in my ender chest, so trying to get another 2 more so we can, double our stock at beacons. Now, here in the Nether Fortress, guys, you can see that I have, certain slabs in certain areas, and yes, I did actually run out of slabs, but if you guys didn't know, the Nether Fortress actually has specific spawns for Wither Skeletons. It's kind of like how the Guardian Temple only has specific spots that Guardians spawn in. Well, the Nether Fortress is the same way. So I've been slabbing off the majority of areas that aren't actually Wither Skeletons. And I've left some areas open, as you can see a blaze just spawned there. But I've left some areas open because some spots are both. So we have a higher rate that we're getting now for Wither Skulls. Like these 5 skulls I've probably gotten in less than half an hour, and before that was taking me nearly 2. Now, I slabbed this area off. That was an excellent shot. And then I also started slabbing off down here because I noticed mobs were spawning when I was running around here. So the only thing that's really an annoyance is the zombie pigmen, and you just have to go ahead and kill them. But I'm going to go ahead and finish getting 2 more Wither Skulls, and then I will catch you guys in the end. So guys, welcome to the Forever Bedrock End. I don't think I've ever showed you guys this, but we of course have a couple portals out to, the further parts of the end from beating the Ender Dragon, and our end is a tad bit destroyed here because we did have a Wither get loose from the Wither Killer. Now, I'm actually not responsible for this, so don't blame... He just went through the portal. But anyways, I'm actually not responsible for this. And they did end up defeating the Wither, if you guys are wondering. So it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. The day was saved by Dski, and if you guys happen to watch him and Freb fight the Wither. But I'm going to go ahead and use it, and I'll show you guys how to use it. If this Enderman would ever leave me alone. But I'm going to show you guys how to use it. It's not too hard. It's basically you just stick it in there and let it cook till it's done. It's not that hard. It's just kind of time consuming, but it's much easier than facing the Wither in... Oh my gosh! Go away! It's much easier than actually facing the Wither in real life. So basically, all you gotta do is boom, 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 and a boom. And then you just put your skulls on, and then you back up. And as you can see, the Wither's trapped in the bedrock. And basically, now you just play the waiting game. He'll go ahead and do his exploding animation. There we go. And as you can see, he's taking damage, and you kind of just sit here and hang out. All right. And Beacons is now fully restocked. So guys, I happen to notice there's a new shop springing up here, and I like the design. I like how they kept it into the rock wall and everything, and it's still in the cave. It's not finished yet, and I don't know whose build this is, but it's pretty cool, and I'm sorry if I just put some spoilers out there, but I really like that build. So as you guys can see, the shopping district is slowly but surely coming together. We have our random chest over there. We have the wood store, my throne, beacons. So the only thing we really have left to move over here is moss and that. But I'm actually going to open a new store. Now, I was talking with everybody on the server, and a lot of people are using cobbled deep slate this year. And you guys know that I don't really like deep slate. And I've been mining a ton. And I mean a ton under my base. And I have so much of it that I may as well sell it because everybody needs it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little lean-to kind of shanty, kind of like market stall kind of thing for deep slate. Now, Freb himself actually sells it on the server, and of course we try not to step on each other's toes because there's not that many of us, but he hasn't moved it over here yet, and he's actually using deep slate himself. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it, and I'm just going to charge the same price he does. Whee! So this is a little mine area that I've been working on in between episodes, and basically it's just straight down to bedrock, if I ever get down here. But as long as you keep twisting, you'll be okay. All right, so we are down here. So as you guys see, I have cleared out a pretty decent sized area. One thing I have noticed in this update, and I don't know if this is a bug or maybe I'm just missing it, but slimes actually spawn on bedrock. So I don't know if maybe I'm just not seeing it right, but it's kind of an annoying bug because I still have to deal with slimes. But if we come over here, you guys remember this from the mining podcast, and yes, there will be another episode of that coming soon. But if we come over here, this is everything that I've mined out of here. So I have this double chest, half of that double chest, and I think I have like, yeah, some random tuff. But basically what I'm going to do is just make a little stall to sell this for 5 diamonds a stack. Or 5 stacks per diamond. Well, guys, it's the next day. And by the next day, I mean actually the next week. So what ended up happening in between the last clip and this clip is we had that, of course, ice and snowstorm where I am from. And we were without power for 24 hours. Now, being without power makes it kind of hard to record Minecraft episodes, and it makes it even harder to get on the server. Now, without being able to get on the server, we were also without internet for 5 days. So I wasn't able to play for basically 6 days. And, you know, guys can kind of tell because obviously not that much progress has been done. I did manage to get an AFK session in before this and almost finished this last ring here. So the top of the ship is actually going together a lot quicker than the bottom of the ship. Now, the guys on the server were actually nice enough to kind of help me out. And if we fly up here to this random pillar of basalt, basically Dski and Jo were nice enough to go and, well, there's red sand up there. I did manage to land up there once, but they were nice enough to grab me a chest of red sand. And if we actually fly over here to the shopping district, which is rather close, thankfully, they set up this Martian, Red Sands Martian souvenir shop, and they actually grabbed me, you know, what was that, 4.25 chests worth of red sand, plus that over there. So we have 5 chests of red sand to continue our project. So they said I could take this, even though it does say 6 diamonds per stack. But, you know, I thank those guys definitely. You know, it helps me out. And like I said, without being able to get on, you know, that puts me back on my project. And then I believe Jo actually came in here and hung a bunch of glowberries and started working on the pathing around here, so we can more easily get to shops. Now, that shop that I showed you in the very beginning is actually Freb, I found out. And basically, it's another 1-for-1 shop. So you basically come in here. If you take something, then you just put something in the chests. I don't know. Yeah, there's a shulker box you can trade. You can get a chest. So he has some stock in here, and, you know, it's a good idea. So, and if you guys haven't noticed, Freb completely made all of his prices 0 because he now has a quad beacon of diamonds. But I wanted to tell you guys that, and I kind of want to end the episode here, only because it's been 2 weeks since I put an episode out, and this isn't normally like me to put out an abbreviated episode, but, you know, life happened, and I couldn't get on here to do anything. So what I'm going to do in between episodes, guys, is go ahead and lay out all this red sand that Dski and Jo were nice enough to get me, and the Martian surface will have expanded next time you see me. I also have to restock beacon. Wow, is there a lot of lag right now? I also have to restock beacons because somebody bought me out from the beginning of the episode. So I appreciate that. 32 diamonds closer to our quad beacon of diamonds. But that's actually going to conclude today's episode. I hope you guys caught Dski's live stream. We actually have a lot more people live streaming from the server. Dski's started. Joe's been live streaming every weekend. And actually, when this video goes out, I believe he will actually be doing another live stream. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this very short and very lengthy to film episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave a comment. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.